Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English is My Life. We're really happy to have you here with us today.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for spending your time with us. Whether you're listening while relaxing, working, or studying, welcome.
On this channel, we help you learn English through real conversations, not difficult lessons or boring rules.
Yes, we talk the way people really speak in daily life, so you can listen, relax, and learn naturally.
And if you enjoy learning English with us, please remember to like this episode and subscribe to the channel. Your support truly means a lot to us. All right, Haley, before we begin, I have a simple question for you.
Okay, go ahead.
If you look outside right now, how would you describe what you see?
Let me think for a moment. Right now, the sky looks bright, it's mostly sunny, but there are a few soft clouds moving slowly. The air feels warm and there's a light breeze. It feels calm and pleasant.
That sounds really nice. And the great thing is, everything you just said was simple English.
Exactly. Many English learners think talking about nature is difficult, but it's actually one of the easiest topics.
That's why today's topic is so useful. Today, we're going to talk about nature and the environment in English, starting with very everyday language,
We'll begin with the weather, because weather is something people talk about all the time.
especially when meeting someone new. Talking about the weather is very common in English.
So, Sam, how's the weather today?
Today, it's sunny and warm. The sun is shining and it feels comfortable outside.
Sunny means there's a lot of sunlight and the sky looks bright.
Right, and when the sky is full of clouds, we say it's cloudy.
For example, it's cloudy today. I think it might rain later.
Rain is another important word. When water falls from the sky, we say it's raining.
I can't go outside right now. It's raining.
And when the air is moving strongly, we say it's windy.
It's very windy today. Hold on to your hat.
So let's quickly review. Sunny, cloudy, rainy, and windy.
With just these 4 words, you can already describe the weather in many situations.
Now let's talk about temperature, because weather isn't only about sun or rain.
Temperature tells us how hot or cold it is.
If the temperature is high, we say it's hot.
It's hot today. I need some water.
If the temperature is low, we say it's cold.
It's cold outside. Don't forget your jacket.
What if it's not hot and not cold?
Then we say it's warm or cool.
Warm means slightly hot, and cool means slightly cold.
For example, spring weather is warm and comfortable.
And evenings in autumn are cool, so I wear a light sweater.
Very natural and very useful English.
Now here's something important. When people talk about the weather, they often talk about feelings too.
That's true. Weather can affect our mood.
So, Haley, what kind of weather do you like?
I really like sunny weather. When the sun is shining, I feel more positive and energetic. I feel like doing things.
I understand that. Sunny days make me feel happier too.
But I also enjoy rainy days sometimes.
Really?
Yes, when it rains gently, I like staying inside, drinking tea, and listening to music. It feels peaceful.
That sounds very cozy.
What about you, Sam? What kind of weather do you like?
I like cool weather. Not too hot, not too cold, perfect for walking or being outside.
And what weather do you dislike?
I don't like very hot weather. When it's too hot, I feel tired and uncomfortable.
That's very common. Many people feel the same way.
Now let's talk about the seasons.
There are 4 seasons: spring, summer, autumn, and winter.
In American English, people often say fall instead of autumn.
Both words are correct.
Let's start with spring. Spring comes after winter. The weather becomes warmer, flowers begin to grow, and trees get new green leaves.
Spring feels fresh and full of life.
It often rains in spring, but that rain helps plants grow.
There's a saying in English: April showers bring May flowers.
It means rain is a good thing in spring.
Now, summer.
Summer is the hottest season. The days are long and the nights are warm.
Many people go to the beach, travel, and spend more time outdoors.
Students usually love summer because of holidays.
Now, autumn or fall.
Autumn comes after summer. The weather becomes cooler and the leaves change color.
Red, orange, and yellow, very beautiful.
The days get shorter and it becomes darker earlier in the evening.
And finally, winter.
Winter is the coldest season. In many places, it snows and everything turns white.
Some people love winter because of holidays and snow.
Others don't like it because it's cold and dark.
And that's okay. Everyone experiences nature differently.
And that's why learning how to talk about nature in English is so useful.
because nature is all around us every single day.
Trees, plants, animals, the sky, the air we breathe.
Even in the city, nature is still there if we look carefully.
And now that we've talked about weather and seasons, we're ready to talk more deeply about the natural world around us.
All right, everyone, let's continue our conversation. In the first part, we talked a lot about the weather and how people use it every day to start conversations. Now, Sam, I want to move a little deeper into nature itself. When we say nature, what do you think of first?
When I hear the word nature, I immediately think of trees, fresh air, birds, and places where you can feel calm. It's the opposite of noisy cities.
Exactly. Nature is everything that is not made by humans. Trees, flowers, rivers, mountains, animals, even the air we breathe. And learning how to talk about these things in English helps you describe the world around you more clearly.
Yes, and it also helps you express feelings. When people talk about nature, they're often talking about how they feel too.
That's such a good point. Okay, let's start with something everyone experiences, the seasons. Sam, how many seasons are there?
There are 4 seasons: spring, summer, autumn, and winter. In American English, people often say fall instead of autumn.
Right. Both are correct, so learners don't need to worry. Let's take them one by one. Can you describe spring?
Spring comes after winter. The weather becomes warmer, flowers start to bloom, and trees get new green leaves. Everything feels fresh and new.
Beautifully said. In English, people often say spring is the season of new beginnings. It's also common to say flowers bloom in spring.
Yes, and spring weather is often described as mild and rainy, not too hot, not too cold.
Now, let's move on to summer. Summer is very popular. Why do you think people love summer so much?
Because summer is usually hot and sunny, people can go to the beach, swim, travel, and enjoy long days. The sun sets late, so you have more daylight.
Exactly. In English, you'll often hear phrases like a hot summer day or summer vacation. Summer is also strongly connected to outdoor activities.
Yes, people say things like, I love spending time outdoors in summer, or summer is perfect for picnics and barbecues.
Now, after summer comes autumn or fall. This season is very poetic in English. How would you describe it?
Autumn is cooler. The leaves change color, red, orange, and yellow, and then they fall from the trees. The air feels crisp and the days become shorter.
I love the word crisp when talking about autumn air. It means fresh and cool. People also say autumn is a cozy season.
Yes, cozy is a great word. You wear sweaters, drink warm drinks, and feel comfortable.
And finally, winter. Winter is very different depending on where you live. What's winter like for you?
Winter is cold. In some places it snows. The days are short and the nights are long. People wear coats, scarves, and gloves.
Exactly. In English, people often say it's freezing when it's very cold, or winter can be harsh.
But winter can also be beautiful. Snow-covered trees, quiet streets, and holidays like Christmas and New Year.
That's true. So now our listeners can describe all 4 seasons clearly in English. Spring is warm and fresh. Summer is hot and sunny. Autumn is cool and colorful. Winter is cold and sometimes snowy.
That's a great summary.
Now, let's talk about plants and trees because they are a huge part of nature. Sam, what's the difference between a tree and a plant?
A tree is usually tall and has a thick wooden trunk. A plant is usually smaller and softer.
Exactly. For example, an oak tree is strong and tall. A pine tree stays green all year. In English, we say evergreen for trees that don't lose their leaves.
Right, and flowers are also plants. For example, roses, sunflowers, and tulips.
Yes, you can say flowers bloom in spring, or this garden is full of colorful flowers.
And when talking about plants, people often use words like grow, bloom, wither, and die.
Great vocabulary. Now, let's move on to animals. What animals do people often see in nature?
In forests, you might see deer, rabbits, or squirrels. In the sky, you see birds like eagles or sparrows.
Yes, and in English, it's important to use plurals correctly. One bird, two birds. One tree, many trees.
Absolutely. And animals are often described by their behavior. For example, deer are shy, or squirrels are quick and energetic.
I love that. Animals help us practice descriptive language. Now let's talk about natural places or landscapes.
Okay, some common natural places are mountains, valleys, rivers, lakes, forests, deserts, and oceans.
Let's take mountains first. How would you describe them?
Mountains are high and powerful. The air is usually fresh, and the views are amazing. People go hiking or climbing in the mountains.
Yes, you can say, the mountains make me feel peaceful, or I love hiking in the mountains.
A valley is the low area between mountains, and a river is flowing fresh water that moves towards the sea.
Perfect. And the ocean or sea is salt water. People often say, I love listening to the sound of waves.
And if you live in a city, the easiest way to enjoy nature is a park.
Exactly. Parks are green spaces where people walk, relax, and connect with nature.
Nature doesn't have to be far away. Even a small park can make a big difference in how we feel.
That's such an important idea. And speaking of feeling, in the next part, we're going to talk about something even bigger, the environment and how human actions affect nature every day. You know, Sam, when we talk about nature, I think many people imagine something far away, like mountains or forests.
Yeah, like you have to travel somewhere special to see nature.
Exactly. But the truth is, nature is everywhere, even in the city.
That's so true. Sometimes people say, there's no nature where I live, but that's not really true.
Right. You might have trees along the street, birds on the power lines, clouds in the sky. That's all nature.
Even the wind between buildings.
Yes, and parks are a big one. City parks are small pieces of nature inside busy places.
I love parks. When I feel stressed, I go to the park near my apartment.
What do you usually do there?
I sit on the bench, watch people walk their dogs, listen to the birds. Sometimes I just do nothing.
Doing nothing in nature is actually very healthy.
I agree. My phone stays in my pocket. I don't check messages.
That's hard for many people.
Very hard. But when I hear leaves moving in the wind, I forget about my phone.
That's a beautiful feeling.
And it makes me realize how important nature is for our mental health.
Yes, nature helps us slow down.
Modern life is very fast. Nature is slow.
Trees don't rush, rivers don't hurry.
That's a good lesson for humans.
Absolutely. Now, let's talk about something a bit more serious, the environment.
Yes, this is important.
When we say the environment, what do we really mean?
I think the environment means the natural world around us and how clean or healthy it is.
That's a great explanation. It includes air, water, land, plants, animals, everything.
And how humans affect all of that.
Exactly. Our actions matter.
Sometimes people think, I'm just one person. I can't change anything.
But that's not true. Small actions add up.
Yes, if millions of people do small, good things, it becomes something big.
Let's talk about pollution first because it's one of the biggest problems.
Pollution is when we make the environment dirty or unsafe.
Right. There are different types of pollution.
Air pollution, water pollution, and land pollution.
Let's start with air pollution.
Air pollution comes from cars, factories, and power plants.
The air becomes dirty and people breathe it in.
That can cause health problems, especially for children and older people.
In some cities, people wear masks because the air is so polluted.
That's really sad. Clean air should be normal.
I agree. Now, what about water pollution?
Water pollution happens when trash or chemicals go into rivers, lakes, or oceans.
And many animals live in that water.
Yes, fish, turtles, birds, they suffer because of our trash.
Plastic is a big problem here.
Plastic pollution is everywhere.
Plastic bags, bottles, straws, they don't disappear easily.
They stay in the environment for hundreds of years.
And animals sometimes eat plastic by mistake.
That can kill them. It's heartbreaking.
It really is. That's why people talk a lot about reducing plastic use.
Reduce is an important word.
Yes, reduce means use less.
For example, using fewer plastic bags.
Or buying products with less packaging.
Exactly. The less trash we create, the better.
Then there's reuse.
Reuse means using something again instead of throwing it away.
Like using a reusable water bottle.
Or bringing your own bag when shopping.
I do that all the time.
Me too. At first, I forgot my bag a lot.
Same here. It takes time to build the habit.
But now it feels normal.
And the third one is recycle.
Recycling means turning old things into new things.
Paper, plastic, glass, metal.
But recycling only works if we do it correctly.
That's true. Putting the wrong thing in the recycling bin can cause problems.
So it's good to learn the rules in your area.
Definitely. Now, let's talk about climate change.
This is a big topic.
Climate change means the Earth's climate is changing over time.
And mostly getting warmer.
Yes, that's why we also say global warming.
The Earth is slowly heating up.
And human activities play a big role.
Burning coal, oil, and gas for energy.
Cutting down forests.
Forests are important because trees absorb carbon dioxide.
When trees disappear, the problem gets worse.
Climate change causes many serious problems.
Like stronger storms, longer droughts, and rising sea levels.
Some places flood more often.
Other places become very dry.
That affects food, water, and people's homes.
It can feel scary to think about.
Yes, but feeling scared doesn't help if we do nothing.
Action is important, even small actions.
For example, saving energy.
Turning off lights when you leave a room.
Using fans instead of air conditioning when possible.
Walking, biking, or using public transportation.
Those things reduce pollution.
Another big idea is renewable energy.
Renewable energy comes from sources that don't run out.
Like the sun, wind, and water.
Solar energy and wind energy are great examples.
They don't create pollution like fossil fuels.
More countries are using renewable energy now.
That's a positive sign.
It shows change is possible.
You know, Sam, I think the most important thing is awareness.
I agree. People need to understand the problem first.
When you understand, you care more.
And when you care, you act.
Exactly. Talking about nature and the environment in English also helps people join global conversations.
That's such a good point. English allows you to share ideas, learn from others, and speak up.
And that's why this topic matters so much for English learners.
Yes, you're not just learning words, you're learning how to talk about the world.
And how to protect it.
Nature gives us everything.
The least we can do is take care of it. You know, Sam, after talking about weather, animals, landscapes, and environmental problems, I feel like nature isn't just something out there. It's actually part of our daily life.
I feel the same way. Before, I thought talking about the environment sounded very serious and complicated, but now I realize it's also about small, simple things we see and do every day.
Exactly. You don't need big, difficult words to talk about nature. You can just describe what you see, what you feel, and what you care about.
Like this morning, when I walked to work, the sky was clear, the air felt fresh, and I heard birds singing. That already made my day better.
See, that's a perfect example. You're talking about nature in a very natural way. No stress at all.
And honestly, moments like that help me slow down. Life feels very busy sometimes. Work, messages, phones, deadlines, but nature doesn't rush you.
That's such an important point. Being in nature helps us relax and feel calm. When I feel stressed, I like to go to a park and just sit under a tree.
Do you do anything special there?
Not really. Sometimes I just watch people walk by, listen to the wind in the leaves, or look at the clouds. It sounds simple, but it really helps clear my mind.
I think many people forget that nature is free therapy.
That's a beautiful way to say it. Free therapy.
And when we feel connected to nature, we also start caring more about protecting it.
Yes, let's talk about that. Sometimes people think protecting the environment means doing something big and expensive.
Like installing solar panels or buying an electric car.
Exactly. Those things are great, but they're not the only way to help.
Small actions matter too.
Very much. For example, I bring my own bag when I go shopping.
I started doing that recently. At first, I forgot it at home all the time.
Me too. It takes practice.
But now it feels normal. I don't even think about it anymore.
That's the key. When good habits become normal, they don't feel difficult.
Another thing I try to do is save water. I don't let the tap run when I brush my teeth.
That's a great habit. I also take shorter showers. Not super short, but shorter than before.
Every minute helps.
Absolutely. And these are things we can easily talk about in English. I save water, I recycle, I try to use less plastic.
Simple sentences, but meaningful actions.
Exactly. Now, Sam, do you ever talk about environmental topics with friends?
Sometimes, especially when there's news about pollution or extreme weather,
How do you usually start that conversation?
I usually say something like, "Have you noticed how hot summers are getting?" Or "The air feels more polluted these days."
That's very natural. You're connecting the topic to real experiences.
Yes, because climate change isn't just a word on the news. People can feel it.
Longer heat waves, stronger storms, unusual weather patterns.
Exactly. And when we talk about it in simple English, more people can join the conversation.
That's so important for learners. You don't need to be an expert to talk about the environment.
You just need to care.
Well said, caring is enough to start.
And when people care, they ask questions.
Like, what can I do to help? Or how can I reduce waste?
And the answers don't have to be perfect.
No one is perfect. We're all learning.
Just like learning English.
Exactly. Learning English and learning how to take care of our planet are both journeys.
And both take time and patience.
I love how everything connects. Language, nature, daily life.
Me too. And I think this topic helps learners feel more confident because everyone has experiences with nature.
Yes, everyone sees the sky. Everyone feels the weather. Everyone lives on this planet.
Which means everyone has something to say.
That's a great message for our listeners. Your English doesn't need to be perfect. Your ideas matter.
And practicing English through meaningful topics makes learning more enjoyable.
So before we finish, let's reflect for a moment.
Okay?
Think about where you are right now. What's one thing in nature you can see or hear?
Maybe it's the sun coming through your window,
Or rain hitting the roof?
or trees outside your home.
Try to describe that in English. Just one sentence.
I can see or I can hear.
That's all it takes.
And if you want to go one step further, you can add how you feel.
It makes me feel calm. It makes me feel happy. It helps me relax.
Simple English, real feelings.
That's what English is My Life is all about.
Real English for real life.
Before we say goodbye, we have one last question for our listeners.
Yes, our question of the day is, what is one small thing you do to protect nature or the environment?
You can answer with the simple sentence.
I recycle, I save water, I don't use plastic bags.
Write your answer in the comments. It's great English practice.
And we love reading your answers.
They inspire us and other learners too.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today.
We know learning English takes effort, and we're proud of you for showing up.
Keep practicing a little every day.
Keep noticing the world around you.
And keep taking care of our beautiful planet.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like and subscribe to English is My Life.
Your support helps us create more content for you.
Thanks again for listening.
See you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone. Take care.